Hello dear students, welcome to the section devoted to make and do. I would like to ask you a question. Are they normal verbs or do they have special meanings when used as phrasal verbs? What do they mean actually? We can say that in English, do and make serve as fundamental verbs that, when combined with prepositions or adverbs, form numerous phrasal verbs. While both words have a range of meanings in their basic forms, these usages as phrasal verbs often carry specific and idiomatic meanings. So now let's consider their various meanings. We must remember that both the verbs make and do translate the verb fare in Italiano. When are they used? Make is used whenever we want to refer to creating something tangible, like a cake, or intangible, such as an appointment. Let's give a look at this constructor to make someone do something. When make is used in the following structure, to make plus object pronoun, it carries a sense of obligation. However, we almost never use this verb to oblige with a sense of obliging someone to do something, but we prefer to use the verb to make as highlighted above. For example, my teacher made me redo the assignment because it wasn't up to standard. In Italian, this would be roughly translated as il mio insegnante mi ha fatto rifare il compito perché non era all'altezza. We should note that in this example, to make is followed directly by a base form of the verb redo and not by the infinitive form with to, redo. So please bear this in mind. To do. Let's consider its meaning. As an action verb, it means fare, but it doesn't mean to create. It's used when the action is repetitive. We can say to do homework, to do a presentation, to do good, to do harm, to do one's hair, to do the grocery shopping, to do the bed, to do business, to do someone a favor, to do one's best. Watch out. The teacher makes the homework, whereas the student does it. Make out. The meaning is to understand or discern. Example, I can't make out his handwriting. Okay, so make up. The meaning is compose or constitute or apply cosmetics. For example, various ingredients make up this porcelain vase. Well, we don't have a video about a porcelain vase, but we have a video concerning a young lady that, and the example goes as follows. She took her time to make up her face before the big event. Make up. You make up a quarrel, for instance. It means to reconcile after a disagreement. They had a fight, but quickly made up. So you reconcile. Make up a story or make up an excuse. The meaning is to invent or fabricate. He made up an excuse for not being available. So the Grinch made up an excuse just saying that he was booked. Make up for. The meaning is to compensate for. For example, his kindness made up for his lack of punctuality. So what do you see here? Yes, the meaning here in the picture as kindness made up for his lack of punctualities. Make up one's mind. It means to decide. Okay, so the lady in the image in this GIF says, I can't make up on my mind about which dress to buy, and she adds, I like the story it tells. Make up with somebody. The meaning is still to reconcile with someone. She had an argument but made up with a friend the next day or the following day. Make for. It means to travel towards in this case. The meaning is therefore to move or head towards a destination. They made for the nearest shelter when it began to rain. Make off. The meaning is to depart quickly or suddenly. For example, the thieves made off with the stolen goods. To do away with. The meaning is to abolish or get rid of. When I cleaned out the fridge, I had to do away with all the rotten food. To do for. The meaning is to care or provide for, to take care of someone. After the accident, it was evident that he couldn't do for himself, so he hired a caretaker to assist him with daily tasks. To do over, meaning redo or repeat from the beginning. After receiving feedback from the supervisor, he realized he had to do over the project to meet the company's standards. To do up, it means to fasten or to button, or also to renovate. Before the race began, the athlete bent down to do up his shoes, to fasten his shoes. That could be a synonym, ensuring that they were tightly secured for optimal performance. The second meaning is to renovate. After buying the old farmhouse, they decided to do up the entire place, so to renovate the entire place, turning it into a modern and cozy home. To do with, in the sense of to benefit from. This soup could do with a bit more salt to enhance its flavor. My garden would definitely do with some extra attention. The weeds are taking over. To do without. The meaning is to manage without having. See the Griffin-gif, do without. So he says basically, no, don't take the kids, please, no. Whatever will I do without them?